Well, they are scenes that play out day after day at Hampton Roads, the flashing lights and the crime tape.
Now, 10 on Your Side is taking on the issue of crime. We are dedicated to finding out the causes and, more importantly, how it can be prevented. Our new initiative is called Taking Back the Community.
And tonight we're going to start a month-long series that will show you what your neighbors are doing. Jason Marks has been working on this for months now on these reports. And Jason, it's no secret that crime is a problem for all of us.
Tom, we see it every day. I can't tell you how many crime scenes our photographers and reporters have been to. We at 10 on Your Side wanted to look at the issue and wanted to see what's being done to take back the community.
I wanted to show you, in my own way, crimes are not just about numbers. In this way, you know what's at stake.
It is a pain that it never goes away.
These are the faces of heartbreak.
I've never thought I would endure anything like this.
Sons, daughters, mothers, and fathers. They make up the 66 people murdered so far this year in Hampton Roads.
Lillian Bond was shot and killed in Norfolk, simply taking out the trash. Hampton's Alex Blizzard was found dead inside his car. And then there's this smiling face, 17-year-old Jermel Hayes.
He was loved, he's missed, you know, he's thought about every day.
I asked Anita Gonzalez to meet me in the place where her son took his last breath.
It hurts, you know, it really hurts.
This is the first time she's been here since. You can sense her sadness.
I just never thought I would come back, you know.
Hayes was shot and killed in Newport News along Deputy Lane at a place meant for children.
I know he was here, whoever he was here with, he trusted.
I was surprised what Gonzalez told me. She moved her children to a safer area, sent her 3 boys to private school, and yet tragedy still found her.
It's a pain, it's a hurt that is never going to go away.
And families are feeling that pain again and again.
I don't want this to happen to anybody else, you know.
On average, 11 people have been killed every month in Hampton Roads since January. That's almost 3 a week. Police say there have been more than 200 violent crimes reported in that same time period. I wanted to know, why is it happening so often?
And it used to be where kids in high school go around the corner, you know, they fight it out and then it's over. They shake hands, they walk away. Now it's all about violence.
Professors say crime comes and goes, but pinpointing the cause and solutions, well, that's no easy task, as I learned.
Well, if I had the answer, I'd probably be out of a job, I guess.
However, I was struck by several things. There are people out in the community working to make a difference.
One more time. You got to think.
Duke McCaskill and his wife have dedicated their lives to teaching virtues in Newport News.
How about cooperation? What is cooperation?
They focus on the young.
Compassion. She said compassion.
Because as I found out, many in the community believe it could be too late to change anyone over 18.
The youth is where we need to start. I mean, now and going forward.
What saddens me the most is knowing there is no quick fix.
People say, well, where do you start? You have to start somewhere.
If everyone in the community, along with law enforcement, interact with each other, that's going to make the greater impact.
The hope is to create a world with less of this.
I would love to know what happened.
Less interviewing mothers with no answers, and less seeing shattered families on TV.
Just gotta keep remembering all the good times. You all right? It's gonna be okay. We can see you. I'm crying.
I've done stories on many of these faces you see here. And just like their families, we at 10 on Your Side don't want to see any new photos added.
So we have to do something. Something has to happen.
And these are the photos that continue to drive us. Here's an interesting stat for you. In the United States, 1 person is killed every minute. Now, over the next 20 days, I'll show you stories from people in the community just like you who are trying to change that statistic. Now, we want to hear from you. If you know someone in the community who's making a difference, who is doing something to combat crime, email me at takeitback@wavy.com and tweet us by using the hashtag #TakeItBack. Now tomorrow I have a very interesting story for you. A man in Newport News who has dedicated his life to making sure kids are out of jail. And if you want to know any more about these 66 people murdered, go to wavy.com. Jason Marks, 10 on Your Side.